Hi everyone, it's DM. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Cutesy Shelf. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can turn your marshmallow embellishment, which looks like this, into a 3D mini mug that can hold treats. So here's an example of what we're going to be creating today. And for the front of my mug, I made it into a shaker, and then the back is a non-shaker. So you can do either or a combination like I did here. And for this mug, I made the side 1 3/4 inches wide because I wanted this to hold a fair amount of goodies. And right now it's just holding some chocolates here. So as you can see, you could put quite a bit of goodies inside, and you could make this smaller or larger if you'd like. And once you see how easy it is to put this together, you could just adjust the measurements. So to begin with, this embellishment was made using this die set. And this die set comes from the KSCraft store on Aliexpress. They also have a store on Amazon, which I'm going to put a link to in the description box below. And just wanted to point out that this is the larger die set that we're going to be working with today, as they also have a smaller version that's available. I wanted to show you that you can further decorate your 3D mug by adding a yarn hat like I did for this example here. And for this hat, I glued it down so it doesn't really come off, so this is more of a decorative piece. And for the hat, I also followed a tutorial by Eighties Thrifter here on YouTube. And she does show you how to make a hat for your actual marshmallow mugs, but I did follow the tutorial and adjust it for this mug. So you could do that as well. It's quite simple, and the best thing is that there's no sewing, no crocheting, and no knitting involved. So I'm going to be putting a link to her video in the description box below. And then here's another example in which I made a boy. And I think these are so cute and they'd make such great gifts. And the other thing is that I also made this sturdy by adding some rice to a Ziploc bag and inserting it into the box before I glued the hat down. That way the marshmallow doesn't topple over. So that's how I made these. And if you wanted to stick around, we're going to start the tutorial. You'll need to cut out 4 marshmallows. 2 are going to be liner pieces, and then the other 2 are for the front and back of your mug. You could also choose to use pieces that you've already embellished or already turned into shakers. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using these flat ones, and I can easily glue my finished marshmallows onto them after, and that would even make it more sturdy. You'll need to cut a piece of paper that measures 7 3/4 inches by 2 1/4 inch. So I did that off camera. I cut a piece of 110-pound cardstock. I'm gonna lay it against my scoreboard here with the 7 3/4 inch side to the top there, and we're gonna score this. So we're gonna score this at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, 4 3/4 inches, as well as 7 1/4 inch. And then I'm gonna turn this onto the 2 1/4 inch side like this. And then we're gonna score it at 2 inches. Flip this around and score at 2 inches. So basically we're just taking off 1/4 inch on each side there. Okay, and it should look like this. And next we're just gonna make some more cuts here. So I'm just gonna grab my scissors. We're gonna start by cutting off the corners. So I'm just gonna grab this, and then, so there's one of the corners, and instead of just cutting on the slits, I'm gonna go at an angle on one side here, and then go at an angle on the other side. So it's gonna look like this. And you're gonna do that on all 4 sides. Okay, so it should look like this. And then now we're gonna cut into these 4 score marks here, right up to the score line. Okay, and it should look like that. And then we're gonna continue to cut off some more bulk. So we're gonna cut at an angle on this so that it looks like a V shape. So it should look like this. And you'll do that to the 4 slits. Okay, so it should look like this, and we're gonna continue to cut more triangles into this just to make this piece more flexible so that it fits to the marshmallow, because the marshmallow does have some curves, and we're gonna cut some more bulk so that we could get this curved look here. So I'm gonna continue to cut more triangles and then try to keep them a little close together, as it is a small marshmallow. Normally I would use the box making die, but even the tabs on that box making die are a little bulky for this project. And then I'm gonna cut some tabs in the center here as well, because the marshmallow does have a curve in the center here. So it's looking like this, and you're gonna do that for all 4 sides. And I'm gonna actually do this off camera just to save time here. So after you cut the tabs into this strip of paper, it should look something like this. And don't worry if it's not even, because no one's gonna see those tabs anyways. So what we're gonna do next is I'm just gonna grab my score tape and add the adhesive to this along the top and bottom here. And it is gonna be easier than trying to use liquid glue and glue each of these, like add glue to each of these tabs. I'm also gonna flip this over and add the adhesive to the tabs on the side here, because we're gonna be folding those down just to make the sides more sturdy. Okay, and I'm just gonna also, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna find the center of this. So I'm gonna place this along the scoreboard here with the 7 3/4 inch side to the top here. And then we're just gonna mark it in the center here. So I'm just gonna use my pencil and mark it at 3 7/8 of an inch, which is right here on both sides. And this is gonna make this line up to the marshmallow evenly. Later you're gonna see. So I marked it with a pencil there. And then now we're just gonna fold these score lines. Fold, crease, and burnish. We're gonna fold these tabs down. I'm gonna remove the backing on the tape here and then also fold them in like this on both sides. And then fold the 2 score marks in the center here. Okay, so it should look like this. Before we adhere this strip to the marshmallow, we're gonna also find the center of the marshmallow. So I'm just gonna take one of my marshmallows, and the marshmallow does have a embossed line here at the top. So that's how you can tell that that's the top of the marshmallow. But we're gonna make a mark in the center at the bottom here, and I'm gonna do it on the back of the marshmallow. So I'm just gonna take this, flip it over like this, and then put this against my scoreboard, and then mark it in the center. So the center would be 1 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just gonna make a pencil mark here at 1 1/8, and I'm gonna do that for 2 marshmallows. And then here's the other one. And now I'm just gonna take my strip of paper, remove the backing on the tape on one side here, and then take my marshmallow, and where the 2 pencil marks line up, we're just gonna glue the bottom down first like this. So just take a look on the other side just to make sure that things line up. And once it does, you can just press this down a bit, and then you're just gonna adhere the strip to the sides of the marshmallow. So you're just gonna go like this and let this strip take the shape of the marshmallow. Just going a little slow on the curved parts here, and then it curves again here. And then for this part, just push this down, push it in a little here at the top. So that's the one side here, and then you just do the other side. I'm just doing it in a rush, but of course you could do yours slowly and carefully so that it looks nice. And then the top here. So we have one side done, and then I'm gonna do the other side off camera just to save time here. So this is how my mug is starting to look. And once you're happy with the results, you just need to burnish those flaps down on the inside. So I'm just gonna grab my bone folder and burnish all the flaps down so that they get a really nice good stick on both sides. Okay, and once you do that, now all we need to do is just line the inside of the cup to hide all those flaps. To line the cup, we're just going to take one of the marshmallow pieces that we cut out, and we're going to cut down a sliver on the sides as well as the bottom of the cup here. So again, the embossing line tells us that that's the top here, so I'm going to start cutting the sides. And I'm going to also use the embossed line here as a guide, and I'm just going to cut in the middle, well, in between the edge and that line. Okay, and now I'm just gonna grab my liquid adhesive, add it to the back here. I'm gonna take some of that off because I don't need that much glue. Just gonna grab this scrap piece of paper here, and then I'm gonna stick this to the inside of the mug here. So just grab your mug and then take the other piece and line the other side. So I'm just gonna do that off camera here. And so here's my mug pretty much done. I have the inside all lined and it looks nice and neat. And now it's just a matter of decorating your mug. So that is pretty much the process video for this marshmallow mug. And if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.